everybody. How we doing? Well, since I'm homesick today, I said, well, I might as well just try to do a video. I was gonna cook, but I really don't feel like cooking because I'm really not that hungry. So I just thought we'd just talk a little bit and just kind of hang out. I'm going to talk about like my name, the name on my channel, you know, what's the name? What does it mean? Well, life on reset means that I'm having to start over. So I'm resetting my life. Not by choice, of course. I mean, you know that thing, you married 30 years, your husband decides he wants a new girl. He wants something young, you know, he's on, you know, old enough to be his child, but hey, go for it. Who's, you know, I'll try to explain, you know, it ain't gonna be all rainbows you think it's gonna be, but whatever. So yeah. So I've got an apartment now. But me and my son, he stays with me 1 week and him 1 week, and I kind of do that thing. So I'm learning how to, like, you know, do something more with my life, you know, instead of just sitting around the house. That's all I do. I mean, go to work and then stay home and then watch TV or play game. Or read or something like that, because I'm just not that person that goes all the time. I'm like, where's there to go? What's there to do? I don't want to go shopping. I mean, why go shopping when you go spend money that you don't have or you don't need to spend? You know, I'm trying to budget here because you never know what's going to happen. You know, like most people these days, you know, everybody's like one, you know, couple paychecks away from not having anything, not being able to pay their bills. So I try to prepare for those kind of things, since it's just me. So I've tried, you know, I said, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to make a little bit more money? I can try YouTube, because I love watching YouTube. I love watching everybody in their little lives and stuff like that. But, you know, my life's not that interesting. So I'm like, okay, how are you going to do this? I mean, you know, what do I do? I mean, I come home. I might cook a little bit. I might, you know, wash some clothes. I clean some, you know, house. So I'm like, okay, I do travel a little bit. I have done that. But I guess it's just going to be more about, my budgeting when you know, it's time to do that, which it's not time yet because I ain't got paid yet. But, excuse me. But we'll do that. Maybe we'll just chat a little bit. When I do cook some stuff, you know, I can film that because, you know, it's hard cooking for one person. And I'm not one for leftovers, unfortunately. You know, there's some leftovers I can do, but I mean, I just don't really have much of an appetite to begin with. I really don't. There's nothing I really want, you know. So, and my voice doesn't usually sound this bad. It's just because I'm sick. Grandbabies are sick. I had them all weekend, and now one of them, the little baby, he's still got RSV, so he's in the hospital. They're just being observed, and so then I wake up sick this morning. I'm like, okay. So I'm texting my boss at 4:30 because I've been up since 4:30. I had to go get medicine. You know, being a nurse, we just treat ourselves. I mean, you won't catch us at the doctor's or anything unless it's terrible. And we can't do anything to fix it, you know. So, yeah, we have a tendency to do that for ourselves. But, you know, I'm just like wanting to get this going. I just need to make a little extra money. Okay. So I started Etsy too. I mean, I'm out here, I'm trying. I'm not just sitting around like, oh, it's going to come to me, you know. No, I'm actually trying to do stuff. I mean, I ain't got to make exorbitant amounts. I don't need like millions of followers or anything like that. I don't need to be Mr. Beast because, no, I couldn't do that because I can't entertain enough. I can't entertain that many people, okay? It takes a special somebody that's going to want to watch me. It's going to be somebody who's just bored. Or they're just like, hey, I'm going to see what she's talking about. I mean, you just, what you going to do? I can do grocery hauls because I do go to the grocery store a pretty good bit. But, most times it's the same old thing. I mainly go for my son because he's got to have his snacks, He's a teenager, so he's got to have his snacks every day. And, oh, my gosh, that's mainly where all my money goes. As far as my grocery money goes in snacks. My freezer's full. I got stuff in a pantry. I got a pantry now. I'm like, I watch Brooke. And I'm like, yeah, Brooke, I'm going to do that. I did. I've got me a pantry. Got me extra stuff in there. I don't have to go to the grocery store if I don't need to. If I can't, I can make some food. Whether he'll eat it or not, I don't know. Because he's like, the chicken nugget, the pizza, he will eat a salad. But, chicken. Chicken, pizza, a burger. That's about it. He eats steak, but he likes these fancy stuff. Tacos, just normal kid stuff. Most kids like the same thing. But, yeah, so that's what I do. I'm like, okay. But I figured if I do this enough and get used to it and keep editing, because the editing was my biggest issue. I just would try to tape stuff, and I'm like, how am I going to edit this? I had no clue what to do with it. So I did CapCut, and that really helped. Oh, my gosh. And that helped me a lot. So I think I'm doing that a little better. It's not the best right now, but it'll get there, okay? Just have to be patient with me. But, I bought the ring light. I got the tripod. I got the whole setup. I was determined I was going to do this. And this has been like a year, okay? But I had some healing I had to do. And it's kind of hard to, be, okay, bubbly and all that kind of good stuff when you're feeling like, just don't know what to do. Your life is totally turned upside down. And just doesn't seem to get better sometimes. It's like, okay, this is a journey I got to take. I need to take it with people. I need some friends like that, because I don't have too many friends. My best friend lives a couple states away. I got a few people, my cousins, and, and then my, another cousin, me and her do things together when we can. But she's going through the same thing I'm going through. And it happened to be married to my stepson, so that's how that worked out. So, she and I have been close for a long time. But she's doing great. She done better, way better than me. But I think it's hard to get over the 30. You spend 30-something years with somebody, and it's like, that's all you know. I've been with this person longer than I've been, over half my life. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? How do I live? How do I function? I don't know. It's just like I was blindsided. And I guess if things were bad, or we fussed, we argued, he treated me bad, but none of that was true. He didn't. He treated me really good. He did all this stuff for me. And, I was content and happy with him. I didn't expect anything, but he did it anyway. And so here I was thinking he was one person, and then I find out, oh no, he's not that person anymore. And I think that's the thing. You have to learn to unlove the person you thought you were with, who you thought they were. I'm learning that I've got to get in my mind that he is not who I thought he was. He is not the man that I thought I was married to. So if I can get that out, and then slowly it's starting to come in starting to happen for me. Not all the time, but I think if you do that, I can maybe just kind of move on from that part of it. The hurt and is so terrible. And this girl was our neighbor, so I had to see her all the time. I had to see, her kid would come to our house, and knowing that, it was terrible. And I lived in it for like a year and a half before I could find a place to live. Because, of course, it's during COVID when everything fell apart for most people. But, I mean, I was working. He was working. My son was still playing baseball during this time. I mean, our lives were just the same. But he just had to have a reason, I guess. He just, I don't know. I don't know what his reason is because he don't know. Because it's not, I learned that it's not the first time it happened to me. So, he had been doing it multiple times throughout our marriage. And I just never knew. I trusted this man wholeheartedly. I mean, never questioned it. Never questioned his love. Never questioned anything. And I guess that's my problem. I guess that's why it's so hard, you know. It's very difficult to completely like just say, okay, I'm over this and I'll move on with my life and find somebody else and all that kind of stuff. I just don't really want anybody. I don't know. I thought, my first marriage, but I was young then, and then I was out there like, okay, I'm going to get me somebody, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't feel that right now. I mean, I've got people that have asked me out. I mean, when they found out, I got people asking me out like the same week when they found out what he done to me. I mean, people that I've known my whole life, or known for a very long time. Since all these men were like, when you're ready, can I take you out? When you're ready, can I take you out? And I'm like, I don't want to go out with somebody just to be going out and just to be like, it's not fair to somebody if you're not into it or if you're not ready. I enjoy talking to people, and I have, there's one person that, I have conversations with, and he's very nice and he's very easy to talk to. And that's as far as we go. I mean, that friendship like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think I'm waiting on the Lord to put me and show me who he needs me to be with. But he's telling me, okay, he's like, you've got to move on from this one. You've got to leave him behind. You've got to break the ties with him other than what you need to do. Like when it concerns your family or, your son and things like that. I mean, that's a different story. But it's the disrespect for me that's so difficult. And it's like he has no respect. He didn't respect our marriage. He didn't respect me. And I think that's the difficult part, is because he continues to disrespect me and do things that he knows is going to bother me, but he doesn't care. Because, it's whatever she wants now. It's nothing about me. And, and so I've got to learn that, I just want to not be around this person no more than I have to be. At least for a little while. So I'm hoping in the next few months, I shouldn't have to be around him very often until our son starts playing baseball, and then I will be. So by then, I'm hoping that I would be in a better place and that kind of thing, So, but that's the story on the Life on Reset thing. And I put on my Etsy too, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if that's really good or not. I don't know. But I did kind of put LOR. Like, LOR can kind of be the thing, And I've got, like, mugs and some T-shirts and bags and things like that on there. It's nothing, like, crazy, I've been doing this. I've been on Etsy for 2 or 3 months now. I haven't sold anything. Now, I've had people visit, but they haven't sold. So I'm trying to figure out, what do people want? What are they looking for? So I'm changing things up and getting rid of stuff and changing things, and just fingers crossed that, I'll start doing a little bit of something. Like I said, a few $100s a month would be wonderful. I could save and pay off some bills, and I haven't got a lot, but there's things I'd love to pay off, little credit cards and stuff like that. So yeah, if I can get, I think I got 52 subscribers right now, which is not very good. But hey, you start with 0. So 52 is better than I ever thought I'd be. Um, so I mean, I think it's going to continue. It is going to take a little time. But I'm going to try to continue to do this and show a little bit more stuff, you know, because I know this isn't boring for people. I can do hauls. I can do all that stuff. Just today I was sick and I'm like, I just want to sit down and talk. So yeah, I just hope everyone has a good week. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Today is like the 27th or the 27th. So New Year's is coming and well, you know, I don't do nothing on New Year's. I just hang around. I got to have an MRI on my knee. That's what I got to do New Year's. I'm like, is this the way my year's going to go? So yeah, just, you know, think about it. Think about me because this is a lot to do. It's a lot going on. But it'll be okay. It's going to be fine. I have faith and I know that it's going to be fine, that I'm going to get out of this little rut I'm in. And it's, you know, I'm going to be back to me again. I'm going to be back to this fun, loving person. And I mean, just the big personality. That's who I used to be. But this past few years has just taken it out of me. It's all I can do just to get up, go to work, and get home. You know, that's about as much as I can handle most days. And I just don't really tell anybody, you know, I lost my mom this year suddenly, you know, and she's the person I'd always talk to about everything. If I had a problem, I'd call her. If something happened, I'd call her. And see, now I don't have anybody to call because I don't want to bother other people. But you can't, you know, you don't bother your mom. You know, your mom's like, okay, whatever you need, I'm here. I will listen to you. I will be on your side. And that's what mothers do. I mean, I do that for my own children. So it's like, you know, and I don't have that anymore. And so I feel a little lost. I think that's a lot of some of my problems too, is I feel a little lost without her being around and having that person to go to. But so I think I'm going to go to you people, anybody who watches this, the 1 or 2 people that watch it, maybe get more traction. I don't know. If you see it, like, subscribe, whatever you have to do, you know, to kind of help maybe give me a little bit more people. And just comment if you have any advice on things I could do, something, you know, to get me out of this. I'd appreciate it because I know a lot of people have been through the same thing, and it's always good to see other people's perspective of how they, you know, how they handled it, how they got to where they were, how they got through it. And I know there's somebody else that I watch on here, All Things Mandy, and Mandy's going through the same thing. And so I've been watching her, and I'm very proud of her. She seems to be doing very well. So, I mean, it's somebody that I can actually say, okay, she's doing it. I mean, I can do it too. You know, and I know I look terrible today. I'm sorry. I keep messing with my hair because it's just awful, but I just don't feel like doing anything. So, yeah, I just don't feel like it. I'm being tired. I mean, I woke up been up since 4:30, and it's like, what, 6, 5? No, what time is it? I don't know, 5 o'clock? No, it's not that late. It's more like 1 or 2. So yeah, I'm like tired, and so I'm gonna take me a nap, and then I'm gonna get up, and I may film some more for tomorrow or the next day. If I decide to cook, I thought I would be cooking some things in the Instant Pot, some beans and some kind of soup, make a soup or something. I don't know. I got a sausage out. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll figure it out. You know, I'm trying to cook for one. That's very hard to do, but we can do it. It'll happen. But y'all have a great week, and I will see you soon, and we will talk, and we will just hang out a little bit, and hopefully we can be some good friends on here. We can be friends. But so have a good one, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.